and I didn't have any other plans, so I'm doing it for them. You mean the boys have to do their own housework, along with all the marching and drilling and things? Well, yes, ma'am, it's all part of being a Marine. Well, for land's sakes, how long has this been going on? About 200 years, I guess. Well, you'd think they'd spend a few extra dollars and get you boys a maid. Oh, I ain't be. Listen, you come over here and sit down on the bunk, and we can visit while I mop. What? Certainly not. You think I'm going to sit there and watch you do housework? I should say not. I'm going to help you. But I ain't be. You can't do that. Gorma, don't argue. Get me a jacket or a sweater I can put over this dress, and something for my hair, if you can find it, and then give me a mop. But I ain't be. Gorma, don't argue. Just do as I say. You really shouldn't be doing this. I ain't be. You know, I just don't understand it. Millions and millions in taxes. And they won't spend a few extra dollars and have a woman come in and straighten up. Mavis Pearl could come in here on a Thursday and for $8 do the whole place. I really don't think it's the money. I ain't be. Well, then what is it? Well, it's just part of being a Marine. Doing housework is part of being a Marine? Well, that's the way they figure. Well, they could make a few changes, if you ask me. Have a woman come in just once or twice a week, and you'd see a big difference. Those windows could use some curtains, you know. Your pictures wouldn't hurt either. Well, some fellas have pictures, but they keep them on the insides of their locker. Oh, those are not the kind of pictures I meant. I'd better get back to my windows. Gorma, I don't like to criticize, but you're not getting those windows as clean as you should. What are you using there? Well, just the regular window cleaner that they give us. Well, what you really need is vinegar. Vinegar? With a little water, that's what I use. You wouldn't happen to have any, would you? No, ma'am, but I suppose I could get some over at the mess hall. Well, why don't you, Gorma? If you're doing it, you might just as well do it right. Well, really, I ain't be, I don't think. Oh, get it? Gorma. You'll see. It'll make all the difference in the world. Boys, good afternoon. Lovely day, Chem? Yeah. Oh, careful. You'll track on my floor. Huh? Who are you, madam? Well, I'm Miss Taylor. Who are you? Well, I'm Sergeant Carter. Would you answer me one question, please? What are you doing here? Well, I'm mopping the floor. You can see that. I don't mean that. I don't mean, what are you doing here? I mean, what are you doing here in these barracks? Oh, I'm visiting. Visiting? With a mop? Well, I didn't intend to mop. I'm just helping out my friend, Private First Class Gomer-Pyle. Do you know him? Oh, yeah. So you're a friend of Pyle's. Huh? Yes. A very dear friend. Oh, but see, look. You should have wiped your feet. Look at the mark you've left all over the wet heart. You know, I'd love to have to do it once. Madam, Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor. What? Look, I don't want to seem rude or anything, but you will really have to leave. Leave all this work for Gorma, I should say. No? Look, I'm sorry, but according to regulations. Aunt B, I got it. Oh. Hey, Sergeant Carter. Oh, there you are, Pyle. Now, that's the way to come into a room. Yeah, well, I was just talking to this lady here. Pyle, the civilian lady that you brought into the barracks. Well, then you met Aunt B. That's good, because I've written a lot about you in my letters back home. Pyle. Oh, so this is your Sergeant Carter. Oh, I didn't realize that. You know, I pictured him a little taller. He's not tall, but he's solid. He's solid as rock. Aunt B. Madam, Miss Taylor. I'm afraid Private Pyle didn't explain the rules of the base. But civilians are not allowed in the barracks, so I'll have to ask you to leave. But I came to visit with Gorma. Well, I'm sorry about that, but regulations are regulations. You can wait for him in the recreation room if you like, although it might be kind of a long wait. But there's so much left to do. I've barely started on the floor. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. The recreation room is down at the end of the street, and turn left. Oh, and one more thing, madam. You'll have to leave the jacket and cap here. Oh, yes. I'll help you, Aunt B. Well, Gorma, thank you. I'll be waiting for you. I hope it won't be too long. I'll do my very best. Aunt Bee, oh dear, look what you're doing to the floor. Look, there's the clean part. Goodbye, Miss Taylor. Pyle, you lame brain, you knucklehead. Do you realize how many regulations you've broken here? Well, let me count them off to you. 1, having a civilian in the barracks. 2, having a civilian woman in the barracks. 3, letting a civilian wear a Marine uniform. You've been in the Marines for 3 years, Pyle. When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? What does it take to get through that thick skull of yours? What? Oh, Miss Taylor, did you forget something? No, but, is there any trouble? I heard your voice and it sounded, well, rather angry. Oh, did it? Yes. There isn't anything wrong, is there? Really, it's nothing you need worry about, madam. Sergeant Carter talks to me a lot like this. Aunt Bee, there's no need for you to worry. Oh, I see. Well, I'll be waiting for you. Gorma. All right. Oh, what an awful mess. You've been in the Marines all this time, and you pull this kind of boneheaded stunt? Having a civilian in the barracks? A civilian and a woman civilian? Pyle, I'm going to make sure you don't forget this. You're going to remember this for a long, long time when I get to. What? Excuse me. Oh, Miss Taylor, are you sure everything's all right, that Gorma's not in some kind of trouble? Really, it's nothing, madam. You see, Private Pyle forgot a few of his duties, and I was just reminding him. My goodness, do you remind people in that tone of voice? It sounded so rough. Really, Miss Taylor, why don't you just wait for this knucklehead? I mean, Private Pyle in the rec room? Well, really, Aunt Bee, it's okay. Really it is. All right, Gorma, if you say so. That should be such a mess. Now, Pyle, let me tell you what I got planned for you. Aunt Bee, what are you doing here? Well, I got so worried you didn't turn up in the recreation room, and I thought I'd come back and see if everything's all right. That Sergeant Carter seemed so annoyed with you. Oh, it really wasn't much. He just gave me some extra details to do, and just as soon as I get finished, then we can visit. Oh, good. Well, what do you have to do? Well, for one thing, I've got to move the sand pile here over there. Oh, then what? Well, then I've got to move the sand pile there back over here. You mean move it back where it came from? Oh, goodness. Well, why do you have to do that? Because Sergeant Carter said so. Oh, Gorma, you're being punished. Oh, it was because of me, wasn't it? Oh, no. Aunt Bee, it wasn't your fault. Gorma, why? Oh, Gorma, I'm so sorry. Miss Taylor, you're not supposed to talk to the men when they're on a detail. I came back to. You see, the men would never get their work finished if they have civilians talking to them. I know, but look, why don't you let me show you a shortcut to the gate? Now, you just go right down this road right here, and it'll run right out to the main street where you can get yourself a bus. I'm sure you do want to take a bus, don't you? Thank you very much. I'm sure our listeners were fascinated by your stories of your son, Mickey. This is a Johnny Clark at Large show, talking to you from outside of the gate of Camp Henderson, where we've been interviewing friends and relatives of. Excuse me, madam. Excuse me. Would you mind talking to us for a moment? What? Tell me, how did you enjoy your visit to Camp Henderson today? Well, not very much, I can tell you that. I've never been so shocked and surprised in all my life. I just came here to visit my son. Whoa, 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 just a moment. You obviously have a great deal to tell us. But first, what is your name? I never heard anything like it in all my life. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Who was hollering and who was screaming? Sarge. No. Who was he hollering and screaming at? Moving the sand fire from one place to another place, and then back again, not making any sense at all. And then he came along, and he just about pushed me down the road. No. Yes, he pushed me down the road. Oh, who pushed you? Sergeant Clark. Sergeant. I find that hard to believe. Well, he did, but it was the hollering and screaming that upset me. Back home,